Okay, how do I want to talk about this? This video stems from me watching a video from another creator, one that I really like in the same space as what I do. And I'm seeing more and more of this, and it just breaks my heart. As someone who has a master's degree in communications, as someone who studied journalism, as someone who truly, truly has sworn up and down and promised my audience that I'm never going to sell out. This creator announced that they are partnering with Ground News. And again, I'm seeing more and more of this. And it's so disheartening because they're going for the money rather than sticking with the truth. And I know the economy is rough and I know you got to get your coin, but it's disheartening because we are losing journalism. We are losing truth. Let me talk about my experience with Ground News so that you can kind of be the judge of who this publication is. At the end of February, I was contacted by Ground News and I was offered this influencer marketing opportunity. And just to kind of cover how they explained Ground News to me was it says to provide you with some context about us, Ground News is not a news publisher. So they are not a news publication. They are not bringing you firsthand news. We are on a mission to bring transparency to the media by offering both sides of the story. We do not publish or censor news. We compile it into one place for individuals to draw on their own conclusions. We went back and forth. I did some research. Let me present the research I found because this was the end email of this conversation. I passed and I told them it's not the right fit for me. Here's why. The article was published in the Columbia Journalism Review in September of 2025, talking about Ground News. If you don't know what the Columbia Journalism Review is, it is a biannual magazine which is published, and they are sort of the watchdogs of the media. They will talk about trends, they will talk about press performance, they will talk about ethics as well. And the CJR is quite literally out of Columbia University in New York City. So this is an Ivy League institution, gold standard of journalism and the criticism of it. Anyways, this is what they said about Ground News, and this is why I said no, and this is why I will not sell out. This might be kind of cut off at the top, but it says the tagline of Ground News is, quote, see every side of every news story. It aggregates articles from more than 40,000 free and subscription outlets, then uses AI to publish a daily average of about 30,000 summaries of news events from these articles. I do not want to partner with a company that just uses AI to process what they believe to be the summary of the day's news. The Columbia Journalism Review finishes out with this statement. They say ultimately, Ground News leaves media literacy up to individual readers because the site paywalls factuality ratings. That means you can see how true, how factual something is, but you have to pay Ground News to see it. The vast majority of readers encounter news stories solely through the lens of how much coverage is skewing left or right, but truth is not a measure of how far a story strays from other coverage. It's a measure of how near it comes to reality. Ground News is not a publication. It is not hiring journalists. It is not abiding by the journalist creed. It is not even close. It is an organization that uses AI to summarize information and then charge the people that want to use their publication, in quotation marks, to see what is going on. There is a paywall on this stuff. I am disgusted, truly. Can we please stop selling out? All I want is for journalism to survive. Now I feel like Andy from Devil Wears Prada too, if you know, you know. And it's not. And it's my peers who I typically really enjoy and really respect, who I am seeing sell out. Anyway, share this if you want.